What's the flavor, neighbor? What's the flavor, Patreons? What's up? Now, tell you how this record game go. If you see a background singer, 9 times out of 10, she done did something strange for some change. Mm-hmm. Especially in the hip hop world. That go hand in hand. Take, for instance, a Mary. A lot of people be like, who in the world? A mirror. A Mary was this up and coming artist that they discovered. She could sing. She was getting a lot of appreciation. She was doing a lot of work out of doing the fine arts and all these plays. And she started doing some demos and sending them in and all these different things here. But things started to really change for her when she started to, perform and do dance and all these different things. And she really wanted to expand. So when she met up with Rich Harrison, who worked with Mary J out in D.C., Rich was like, okay, I can bring you along and see what I could do for you. Basically took her under his wing and tried to work on getting her a deal. And she knew the game. It's like, look, you can stay behind the field or you can play the game. So she started playing the game. She started, doing something strange for a little bit of change. Now, allegedly, that's what got her the deal to Rise Entertainment. Is that she already had the goods, but she was messing around with Rich, apparently. So they were willing to do things for her and help bring her along. And she met Mary J. Blige, and Mary told her she got the talents and everything. She's special. So she was, dude, my girl, Mary. Oh my God, Mary. So she was all excited about that. Next thing you know, they get her a deal with Columbia Records. And at this time, it's a lot going on. Nas and Kelis is just hooking up. And like they still in the early dating stage. Like they just messing around, and Nas is in a beef with he in a war right now with Jay. Things is heating up, and he's working on a new album, and here come this new artist. She ended up working on some stuff. So Rich introduced them to Salah Remy and everybody else who was there, and they was like, oh yeah, well, Nas, he kind of locked in on what he want to do for his album. It's kind of pretty much done. But she, he ain't gonna jump on some new artist track. Nas took a look at it and was like, man, who was that? Man, she knew. Man, she could dance and everything. She ill. Word. So tell her to come in. So they came in there, Nas smoked. Told her, you smoke. And she was like, man, you are so ill and all this stuff. And she was like, I want to work with you, I just got to deal with Columbia, and I want to work on it. And Columbia want me to work with you. And, we label mates. And he was, that's ill. Or let's hang out first. So naturally, they're hanging out, and they basically telling Rich like, yo, man, this ain't your girl, right? Because Nas kind of like feeling her. He was like, Rich is like, nah, man, she just cool people. So if he did have a problem with it, he was gonna have a problem somewhere else. And this is how guys like Rich get on. They find female talents and, get them to play ball. No difference than Rihanna, but we'll get to that at another time. So anyway, Nas lured her into the web. Next thing you know, Nas is hitting her in the studio, apparently, supposedly. That he was hitting her in the studio while they was working on the record. And she like, okay, I guess this is how Hollywood, this is the game. You got to give up something to get something. So she was able to get a Nas song on her record, but actually the song, they liked the song so much, Nas wanted to put it on his album called Rule. So she was mad that Columbia chose to put it on a Nas album. And he was like, Nas, we gotta use this record. And they telling her, they was like, look, no one knows you, really. So we gotta debut it on Nas's album. Because it makes sense. We're gonna put it out on Nas' album. That way it gets publicity and your name's out there. And next thing you know, the song's a hit, they go buy your album. That's what we're banking on. So Nas is like, yeah, least I could do to say thanks. Look, tonight, I want you to come over. I want you to meet somebody. Yeah. And it's Kelis. How you doing? My name's Kelis, baby. Yeah, it's my girl, Kelis. It's a Mary. So Mary's like thrown back, like, whoa. It's your girl? Like, you ain't told me you had a girl now. It's like, yeah, we keep all our business private, on the low. Word. So next thing they both are running game and she's, you look very fine, baby. I must let you know right now. You should take this off. Look at that. Show your body. Do a turn. Look at them legs, Nas. That's a dancer. I know a dancer like when I see him, Nas. And her legs are incredible. They're incredible, Nas. You don't mind if I rub your legs, do you? Okay. Next thing you know, they going to work on girl. Next thing you know, they doing some Molly. Oh, you ever had a Molly, baby? Oh, you're gonna love it, baby. Yeah, pop that. Now throw your head back. Ooh, don't you feel good now, baby? Yeah, you're floating. So next thing you know, things apparently happen where all three of them have a very good night. And the next morning, everybody's messed up. And reportedly, Nas like, I need some turkey bacon, some eggs, and wanted to Mary to cook it. Word, you ain't got this? And she was like, I don't know where anything is in your house. I'm just gonna up and start cooking your food. I mean, turkey and eggs, that's in the refrigerator. I figure you could find that. So he get up like, I help you. So he's getting the bacon out, the turkey bacon, the eggs, and everything else. And she realized, like, what have I just done to myself? I don't feel right. Because she feel rushed behind everything. So she was like, I got to get out of here because I don't feel like myself. So before something happens, I just need to get home. And that was just the side effects of what she was going through. Now, drop that to say this. Now, Eve was hanging around the set, and Eve and Nas and his girl, Kelis, milkshot girl, they had been messing around for a long time, just the three of them. So it was very weird that all this rumored activity was going on because it was touching a lot of people. Like, yo, you hear what this dude said about such and such, such and such? Did you hear him when he said this, this, and that? So there you have it. So that's it. That's about all I know right now is that everybody was taking turns and getting involved with a Mary. from word of mouth that they was just taking turns. Word to Big Bird. And Kelis and Eve already hit it off. She gonna be, oh, you look real good, baby. And he was like, you can check that at the door. How much you got? I know what you want, girl. But if you ain't got 5 bands to 10 bands, we ain't even got time for a conversation. What you think you're talking to like that, baby? Oh, my milkshake broke over to yard, and it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge you. Then Kelis's milkshake gets her in trouble. Down in Miami, they were in South Beach having a great time, kicking it. So Kelis and Nas was walking up, no security. Mind you, no security. They're walking up South Beach at night, right across the street from a restaurant. And this is Nas. He got on a hat, a white dress shirt, and some blue jeans. He got on some like gray, old school hat, like a fisherman's type hat. He got on like a white button up and some jeans. And they're just walking up and down late at night, where normally the working girls, aka prostitutes, are being propositioned. And Nas tells Kelis, man, what you think of that one though? She look right. You want to get that one? And she was like, I don't know about her, baby. I don't like her. Look at the way she's doing. I don't like what she's doing. The way she's standing. She's just so cocky. I don't like her. So, it's like, well, find one you want. Because they were walking the strip looking for the drug man. They wanted to get pills. So they got some ecstasy pills and some liquor. Because Nas was, at that time, was a raging alcoholic. So they were looking for some pills. So Nas is waiting on the pill guy. And at the same time, Kelis is looking for the chick. They looking for a chick that they could find so they could have a 3-way. So they was like, let's get a chick and, go back to the spot. Nas is waiting on somebody who got the drugs. So he's on the lookout for the drug guy. Mind you, they on South Beach. You know how dangerous this is? Right away, they see a cop. A chick that, she's kind of short, thick, chocolate. She's walking up and down the strip, so they go to proposition her. So they went to proposition her. And sure enough, it was a cop. And when the cop grabbed Kelis by the wrist, because Kelis was like, how you doing, baby? My name's Kelis, baby. And I was trying to give you some milkshake. It brings the boys to the yard, and it can bring the girls to the yard, too. Are you ready, baby? So she tried to come over there and grab him. Try to see, where's she going? And she was like, are you trying to proposition me? So they was trying to set price and everything else. And another girl comes up. And he's like, oh, so what you want? And Kelis didn't really want her friend. She just wanted her. So Kelis was trying to pull back, and she grabbed Kelis's wrist. The female cop, Nas is a little bit away. So the lady grabbed her wrist. She snaps back. She throws a punch at the lady, at the cop. But she said she wasn't. She was just trying to pull her arm loose because the lady was grabbing her. Then Kelis starts yelling. Nas flies over there. So now here come the officers and unit to break it up. He's going to check on his wife. Kelis is swinging wildly and cursing and yelling. That it startles everybody. So everybody's like looking. I'm like, what is going on here? Thing was out of control. It was mad out of control. So the cops come over and talk to Nas after they had to arrest Kelis because she was so out of control. And Nas was so subdued. So he laid back and he thinking about the doggone. Like, man, this is crazy. Word. So they trying to like keep her out of the lineup so she don't get a mug shot. He's calling managers and here's like, wait a minute. This guy's famous. He knows people. Like he knows like Kanye West and them. You know, they're comparing Kanye West as being bigger than Nas. You know, this is Nas. It was like, this guy has done work with Kanye West. Like, he's like Kanye West and them. He's like world famous. And they were like, what songs do he do? They're trying to think of songs. And because it was Nas, they were kind of chilling out, the police. Because they're like, uh-oh, this is a celebrity case. This is going to be big. So they work it out. And Kelis wants to sue the police department. She wants to sue them. They racially profile me, baby. Yeah, that's what they do. Isn't that what we all deserve, justice? I'm gonna sue, baby. So she got acquitted when she went to court. She was acquitted on all charges. They got it resolved. And I was illegally held against my will. It was racial profiling and slander, baby. I'm gonna get my lawyer. We're gonna file this civil rights lawsuits, and it's gonna be coming in weeks. I'm gonna sue him, baby. And Nas lawyers and everybody else is like, get that crazy woman and tell her to sit down. She can't. How you gonna sue when you was out there trying to grab a doggone position a prostitute? Nas had to pay through the nose just to try to get that removed. Nas had to pay money through the nose, and then the next day they had to go to the Miami Heat game to try to put a spin on it. Like, oh, Nas and Kelis was at the Heat game last night to try to put some good press out there to try to make that go away. So, trying to tell you, they were wild. They were a wild couple. Dangerous. Man, this Hollywood game is crazy. It's mad crazy, yo. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thanks to all my Patreons, my VIPs, my all access, and even my regulars. Thank y'all for the love and support. I'm out.